Hello friends, are we live? I'm wondering if we are live, and I'm also wondering if it's windy. Can you hear me? Can you see me? No, you can't see me, but you can hear me. And you can see Tokyo, and as you can see, it's a beautiful day. Look, the sky is blue, the leaves are yellow, and yeah, I'm alive, and I'm on my way to Ueno, and I'm going to take you with me. Yay, windy day. It's not that windy, but a little bit. Maybe I was standing next to a subway station, so I think there was a lot of wind coming out of the station. Hello everyone. So yeah, I just came back to Tokyo after a few days, or like a week, in Kyushu, and the plan today is just to take a little stroll along the Ameyoko market street, and then also Ueno Park. I don't have too much time today, so today's stream will be maybe like 45 minutes or so, but I hope we will be able to have a good time. Anyway, it always feels so good to come back to Tokyo after being away for a while. So Ueno is over here, and if we walk down this way, we will actually get to Akihabara. So for those of you who know Tokyo, you probably know that, yeah, the distance between Ueno and Akihabara is not that great. And in the middle of those two locations, we have the Ameyoko. Really gorgeous day today. Really comfortable too. It's about 10-11 degrees. These are these ginkgo trees? I think so. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it has that kind of characteristic shape of the leaves. And yeah, it's been a while since my last stream. I don't think I've ever took a break this long, but my last work trip turned out to be very, very busy. I had a little bit of downtime in the evenings, but most days I was simply just so tired. So yeah, I took it easy. So it's been like 5 days since my last stream, which is quite long, yeah, by my standards. Oops, something happened here. Ambulance. Did it go well? Hello, Super Comet. Yes, it did go well. It was a great trip. I took plenty of photos. I haven't gotten to the editing yet, but I think I got some good stuff. So I think the client should be happy. Cone. The conspiracy never ends, eh? So I think if we turn here and go down to the train tracks, we should be able to reach Ameyoko quite soon. Thank you, Jenny, and thank you, Karen. Glad that you are back. Great to hear that you took plenty of photos. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Probably shot a couple of thousand photos this trip, which is kind of typical for me. I always shoot a lot. I think on a full day of shooting, I probably average around 500 to 800 photos per day. So yeah, browsing through all those and picking the decent ones is a pretty time-consuming task. Albert asks, did it start snow in Japan? I saw some photos today from snowy areas. Yeah, actually it was snowing in Kyushu, which was a bit unexpected for me since it's so far south, but it was snowing there on my last day. And I think many parts of Japan actually have or some parts of Japan have really heavy snowfall. So it was on the news last night that 1,000 cars were stuck on a highway because of the combination of what do you call it, traffic jam and heavy snowfall. So I hope those people have been able to get home by now, but I'm not sure. Thank you, Henry. I watched a few of your older videos. Your interaction with the current viewers is much better. I really enjoy these. Thank you. That's great to hear. Especially since the other day I got some people commenting that, oh, why are you talking? You should be quiet and just use the ambient sounds and it would be much more enjoyable. So I'm glad that some of you enjoy the interaction, because that's what I enjoy as well. So it's kind of a win-win for all of us, isn't it? Yeah, Sendai should be also, I mean, it's quite a bit further up north, so I'm not surprised to hear that there's snow there. Generally in Japan, the parts that see the most snowfall are actually on the northwestern coast, so the parts facing the Japanese Sea rather than the Pacific side. So Sendai is on the Pacific side, but if you go to places like Niigata and Akita, which are on the western side of the country, those areas usually see the most snow. Good to hear that so many of you prefer the talking. That makes me very happy. It's just much more fun for me as well. Then I get a part of my social needs fulfilled by doing these streams, rather than just walking around being quiet and having to socialize afterwards. Especially in these COVID times when I don't really meet that many people for like socializing. Now we are getting closer to Ueno. This is actually Okachimachi station here. Exactly, there's so many other channels doing quiet walks, so I feel like, why should I do the same thing as them? Like if people want to watch that, then they have plenty of options. So thank you, Jennifer. Good to hear that you enjoy these walks. And for those who are unaware, we had a new record of number of COVID cases in Tokyo yesterday. For the first time ever, we had over 800 people. So it's pretty scary. It keeps going up and up. Even I know that by international standards, 800 people sounds pretty low in a city like Tokyo, but obviously the real number is much higher, I think. But anyway, you know, the more cases that they are able to detect, that probably means that there are more cases as well. So the trend is certainly going in the wrong direction. No vaccine in Japan yet, no. Now we are reaching Ameyoko entrance. It's actually more crowded than I was anticipating, but I guess because it's lunchtime, so it's a little bit crowded perhaps. Why do you raise your voice at the end of sentences when you are not asking a question? Oh, am I? I didn't know that. sorry, maybe that's just my way of talking then. Yeah, US almost has 2 vaccines. The thing with vaccines is that I think most people kind of overestimate because overestimate how, oh look, they're cleaning this shrine up here. That's nice. You know, yeah, we have the vaccines now, it seems, but getting enough people vaccinated so that our, you know, this current way of life can change, it's going to take a long time. So I think not much will change in the coming 6 months at least. We still have to live with this, so yeah. Is it cold or hot? It's about 10 degrees today. So if that's cold or hot depends on your references, I think. But for me it's pretty warm, but obviously it's almost Christmas, so it's winter, and by Tokyo standards it's a bit chilly. Yeah, 70-80% needs to be vaccinated. And then the thing is, we also don't know how effective these vaccines are, like in terms of how long they will last. And that's also a pretty important factor. What if the protection just lasts for, you know, a couple of months? Then by the time the, you know, vaccination ends, then some people already lost their protection. So there's still a lot of question marks. But obviously it's a great step in the right direction that we have the vaccine, but yeah, we shall see. In the meantime, we just have to stay as careful as possible. Can someone tell me how many people are watching, by the way? Because I can't see that, and I forgot my second phone today. So I'm just curious. For some reason the counter in Streamlabs doesn't work. Okay, 225, nice. Not bad. No, I don't think my mod is here today. I only have one. And it looks like Laura is not here. So now we are approaching Ueno station, where I will... Oh wait, actually I will turn here, because then I will get directly to Ueno Park. Nah, where's Laura? Maybe she will be fashionably late and drop in soon. Yeah, I hope the vaccines... Oh, I see that most people's cells can remember how to make them again when needed. That's good to hear. It just seems like this disease is such a... In many ways it's acting quite surprisingly, like not the way many other viruses do. So I'm just trying to be a bit, yeah, not too optimistic, I guess. But hopefully we can go back to our old lifestyle soon. I mean, I'm really craving some traveling to Europe and whatnot, so I really hope that by next summer that could be possible, but yeah, I'm not sure. How's my daughter? Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Yeah, she's very Genki. She's been very happy since I came back. And generally, she's smiling and laughing a lot. Not crying as much now as she did a few months ago, so that's good. Yes, everybody wants to travel, eh? Would you recommend to open a German restaurant in Tokyo? Oh, there's quite a few German restaurants here, but I really don't know how popular they are. And I guess it also depends on how the entire restaurant industry will be, you know, post-COVID. But I'm sure there would be an audience if you pull it off well. Yep, now we are in Ueno Park, which is probably one of my favorite parks in Tokyo. Fortunately, it's in the complete opposite side of town from where I lived, but I was picking up a memory card in Akihabara. I always go to Akihabara, it seems. I was picking up a memory card in Akihabara earlier this morning, so that's why I was nearby today. For my new... Oh, I don't think I showed you this. I know that some of you have been quite curious, and I've been like talking a lot about this little thing on my channel, but I actually bought it. This is the GPD WinMax, which is a mini gaming laptop. So I needed some extra storage for that. So that's why I had to get a memory card. No decent electronics computer phone shops in Futako Tamagawa. Not so many. No, there's a few, but they just sell these. Everything is very expensive in Futako Tamagawa. So if you want to buy things like a MacBook or something, or like Apple devices, you can find it there. But if you want like lower prices or like less known stuff, then Akihabara is still the place to go. What kind of games do you play? So I actually had this with me on my trip to Kyushu last week, and I didn't have that much time to play, but I did play quite a bit of Witcher 3, which is quite an interesting game. I mean, you can't play like the latest game on this, it's not that powerful, but like AAA games from like 4 years ago usually run quite fine. So yeah, a bit of Witcher 3. I also played a little bit of Sleeping Dogs, which is this Hong Kong based open world action game, which I think is actually very underrated. That ran very well. Here's the photo from the screenshot. What else did I play? Lots of retro games, and a bit of GTA 5 as well. There were some cones earlier. There's always cones. You have some over there too. Yeah, I noticed someone wrote that they used to work at this place called Schmatz, which I think is one of the more common German restaurant chains. Haven't been there myself actually. Must admit that I'm not personally a big fan of German food, but yeah, I'm sure when people think of German food here, it would probably be like sausages and beer, and I'm pretty sure that there's a big audience for that kind of food. Waiting for the helicopters. Yeah. Me too. GTA 6 Tokyo. Is that a question? Have you eaten anything good today? No, not yet. I will have lunch after this stream. Everything looks yellowish. Everything, yeah. I mean, it's autumn colors. I usually say that December here in Tokyo is still autumn actually. Winter to me is more like January and February. That's when it gets the coldest. December you still have lots of like yellow leaves and yellow and red leaves. Like here. Looks so sad and bare now. Yeah, compared to in the summer it's pretty bare, and all these, like in the summer when the entire pond is just covered with green colors and lotus flowers, now it looks a little bit sad. I think it's still quite nice though. Yeah, momiji, that's the maple, Japanese maple leaves. Oh, and here we have another one. Those of you who watched my stream a couple of weeks ago when we found the cherry blossom tree in the middle of December. Here we have that as well. Cherry blossoms. So this one is also called Jugatsu Sakura, which means October Sakura, which I guess is the name of this type of cherry blossom tree. Yeah, Sakura in December. Apparently there are a couple of types of Sakura that often blooms this time of the year. So here we have more momiji or maple trees. Really beautiful color. I don't know how well you can see it in the stream, but it's really super vivid. Yeah, that was a maple tree. Yep. I wish I could have lunch here, like just get a bento and sit next to the pond. That would be quite nice. Colors also against the blue sky, so beautiful. And over there we have Ueno Zoo further down here, and I think that blue thing that you're seeing, that's the Ueno Zoo monorail. They have their own little super cute little train line. Pagodas Buddha cones. Right. I wonder if Ueno Zoo is open though. Maybe. I see some people there. So it probably is open. Oh, thank you, Craig. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Yeah, because of COVID. So now, yesterday they raised this, they have this kind of alert level, and now they raised it to the highest level here in Tokyo. But I'm not really sure what exactly that means in practical terms. If it actually means anything. The monorail, I think it's still in operation, but I don't know, to be honest. I've only been to Ueno Zoo once, so, and that little train line, I think it's mostly for kids. It's not, I mean, it's not the same as the Tokyo monorail that connects the city with Haneda Airport. That and the Ueno Zoo monorail is very different. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you very much. Natto and kimchi for lunch. I really need to do a natto and kimchi live stream, don't I? Are there any types of businesses in Tokyo that have to be closed? I don't think so. I don't think they have, I don't think the government has the legal right to actually force those kind of things. Oh, hello there, bird. Bird on a pole. Yeah, I don't think they have the legal right to actually shut down any businesses. But what they've done several times, and I think they did again, is that they asked all restaurants to close at 10 p.m. And I think if they comply with that, they will get some financial aid from the government. Yeah, it's difficult. Like, it was also reported quite recently that I think in October there was a steep increase in suicides, and more people actually died from suicide than from COVID in Japan in that month, which kind of put things a little bit into perspective, right? So it's really like a very, very difficult balancing act. Yeah, in Australia they do have that authority. In many countries they do. I don't know what's better. Yeah, isolation because of COVID can cause depression, and depression can lead to suicide, exactly. And also, like, people who invested their entire lives into building some business, and then now because of the pandemic they see, everything just falls apart, and maybe they're heavily in debt, which seems to be quite common over here. So it is very difficult. Hello, Yari. Welcome. Good morning to you. Right, just having everybody take their chances and spread the disease doesn't help businesses either. Right. That's the balancing act, right? What's the right balance? Obviously you can shut down everything and definitely do like everything to minimize the spread, but then that comes with its own set of disadvantages. And then on the contrary, you can just keep everything running as usual, and then you have the more and more people spreading it, which is kind of what we're having in Sweden, to some extent at least. So yeah, very difficult. I mean, I don't know what I mean. Anyway, let's talk about something else. There's enough COVID everywhere. Let's try to make this little bit more happier stream. Tokyo Sky Tree over there. Can you see it? Four cones so far with no helicopters. No! No helicopter yet. Let's hope one will pass here before I have to end the stream. I really wish I had more time today because the weather is so lovely. I could go for a really long walk today, but I promised my wife to take care of the little one this afternoon, and that she will have a bit of alone time and go on some errands by herself. So how many people are watching now? $284. Nice. Nice. You celebrate Christmas? Yeah. I mean, I'm Swedish, and Christmas in Sweden is a very important holiday for most people. So it would feel very sad for me not to celebrate Christmas. So we have a little Christmas tree at home with some gifts under it. And you know, we're not gonna do anything fancy, and obviously no big family gathering or anything like that, but at least we will probably meet up with my wife's little family and have a small dinner together, and that's about it, I guess. Quiet and appropriately socially distanced. Are there a lot of Swedish people there? Oh, you mean in Japan? I wouldn't say a lot, but Sweden and Japan has a pretty long history of working together, so there are quite a few, you know, Swedish businesses with offices here and vice versa. And a lot of people moving here for that, and then destination as well among younger Swedes to come for language studies, or also some exchange students. So not, you know, Sweden is a very small country with a small population, so we're not talking about massive numbers, but I do bump into Swedes more often than I would have guessed before coming here. Yeah, these are dried lotus flowers. Almost never see Americans in these videos. I think quite a fair bit of Americans live and work here as well, but yeah, maybe they're not showing up in my videos. And obviously tourism is completely non-existent right now, so thank you, Jari. God jul. Did it already snow this month in Tokyo? No, I don't think it has snowed in Tokyo yet. At least not when I've been here, and I'm pretty sure there hasn't been any snow on any of the days when I've been traveling either. Any big trips within Japan coming up 2021 that you're excited about? Yeah, I'm most likely going to a place called Amami Oshima, in the beginning of next year at some point as a part of this Kyushu project that I'm working on. So that's something I look forward to. This is a nice photo. Wish I could take a photo with my phone while streaming. Maybe screen grab. Other than that, nothing really confirmed at the moment. No.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
撮影してんの？
はい。
あ、もしかしてこれ？
あ、そうです、そうです。
あ
すごい。
ち
ちょっと見せていいですか? So I just bumped into a lady and she's actually watching my stream on her phone right now. すごいね。
どちらのお送り？
スウェーデンです。
あ、スウェーデン。
はい。はい。
なんか
どうやってこれを見つけましたか？
YouTube で。
YouTube で？僕のチャンネル登録してますか？
いや、わかんない。
わかんない。あ、じゃあ登録済みが入ってるんですよね。登録してます。So that's so funny.
何？
チャンネル登録。そうそうそう。OK。
これお金かかるの？
お金かかる？
金額。
いや、かからないです。かからないです。
あ、そう。
はい。
あら。
面白いね。
スウェーデンの方。
そうです、そうです。でも日本はまあ13年ぐらい住んでます。はい。
あ、そう。
はい。
あら。
面白いね。ありがとうございます。
いえ。さすが。
じゃあ、ありがとう。
これなんだ。
いいですか？どうもどうも。And I got this tea. 初めてこのチャンネルなんかまあ大体半年間はほとんど毎日ぐらいやってるんですけど、こういう経験初めて。なんかみんななんかストリームしながらこういう出会いがあって、面白い。ありがとうございます。はい、どうもどうもありがとうございます。Wow, that was so funny. I got a tea from someone watching my stream in real time. What will you give her? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, wow, so funny. That remembers a sweet couple a few days ago. Where was that? I don't remember. Did I? This was, I think, first time that someone actually watched the stream at the same time as I was doing it. そう、偶然ですよ。すごい面白かった。そう、もしかして放送を見てきましたかもしれないけど、どっちでも素晴らしいじゃないですか。I don't know, this person just came up to me when I was walking across this little wooden deck here in the park. Not sure. I don't even know if it was a he or a she, to be honest. Well, it doesn't matter. But maybe sitting here watching my stream and then noticing that I was approaching and came up to say hi. So funny. No, not the umbrella person. やつはスパイダー。そうかな。So, I think, yeah, it's been 40 minutes already, so I think I have to head back towards the station and the stream once I get there. So a little bit of a quick walk today, but hopefully, yeah, I was a bit older person, maybe I would guess around 50. So yeah, I hope this weekend I hope to be able to stream a little bit longer. Yeah, Joseph. Hopefully I didn't insult her. He. Well, everything is relative, but let's head down here. I'm getting old too, yeah. It's actually my birthday next month. Just turned 70. Wow. I'm happy to have viewers in all age brackets. That's really something that I'm super happy about. How old will you turn? I will turn, what will I turn? 39. Yeah. Birthday stream. Yeah, maybe. These cones have faces. I don't know. This has a face. Tiny one is pretty cute. I'm 66. Nice. Yeah, good spread. Age spread. I know that I have plenty of viewers in their 20s as well, so I really enjoy the mix. Makes the chat a bit more interesting as well. Panda. So, will you go out to dinner to celebrate? Yeah, probably. Depends a bit on the COVID situation, I guess, but probably some go for dinner at a slightly nice-ish place. That'd be nice. Oh, nice to hear all your ages. Yari, you're 53? Really? I don't know. For some reason I thought of you as one of my younger viewers. That's funny. Videos to study architecture. Is that an enemy shop? No, this is a pachinko. Pachinko is this Japanese gambling thing, which is pretty awful. Ganga's Heart. So, yeah. And 20. Yeah. Like I said, there's a big discrepancy, or a big span of ages. So let's see, Ueno station I'll be going to, I guess. 15. It's right around noon here. Yep, it's noon, and it is not very hot. No, it's winter. Amazing. Anyway, it's been a good little walk. It's been good to stream again. I missed it a lot. And I hope that, I hope I can go for a longer walk soon, if my schedule allows for it, because I really enjoyed that long walk I did the other week. So something like that would be great. When do you stream? It really, there's no schedule to it, but generally I try to do it in the before noon Japan time, or in the evening Japan time, but it really depends on my schedule. So unfortunately, I'm not able to give you any more precise answer than that. So the only thing I can say is just subscribe to the channel and put on notifications. I usually try to make a post at least like half an hour before the stream starts. So yeah. Ueno station, JR here, subway here. I will take the subway. I'm almost to 50k, yes, I am. I was hoping to hit 50k before the end of the year, but that looks pretty unlikely. But it happens when it happens. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and see you all again soon. Bye bye, heido, sayonara, mata ne.